You're watching a Big Z review. Highest to Lowest is the newest Spike Lee film that had like a very limited release in theaters and now on Apple TV Plus. And it is another great film from Spike Lee. You know, he is still putting out really good stuff. You know, even if it's only technically kind of a streaming film. Like, I enjoyed it a lot.
I gotta feed the streets, my lady, and a newborn kid. And I ain't trying to go back and do another bid, you dig?
I know what it is to risk everything you have for something that you want. I know what that means, to have nothing and want everything.
What is that? Insurance.
So this is a reimagining of Akira Kurosawa's High and Low, which is like adaptation of Evan Hunter's novel, A King's Ransom. And this is like, I kind of love the idea that it is so far from like a remake. You know, this is Akira Kurosawa's was really about like that modern Japanese, like what life is like at that time. You know, in the vein of while there's, a person on top, his son is being kidnapped and ransomed by a vicious person on the bottom that's trying to get at him. While Highest to Lowest is really kind of looking at modern black culture and like New York City with Denzel Washington as like a former like biggest producer, record company owner, but now he's kind of on the downtrend, but he still is fighting for himself and to get back like full ownership of the company instead of like these vultures that are going to try to buy up and use AI in the music. And of course, Denzel Washington is amazing as David King, and as like Ilfenish as Hedera, as his wife Pam King, and Abi Joseph as his son Trey King, and then Jeffrey Wright as Paul Christopher, which is like his like assistant or money guy or something. That his sons are, both of their sons are best friends. And there's a lot of shenanigans with the kidnapping. I honestly really liked the start of the film, just the idea of Denzel Washington as this like record producer, the owner of this record company, and try like the drama of trying to do these deals and then at the same time like, you know, listen to people sing. And the music is really good for the performances. Although it's funny, like some of the just like the score is a little like too much. Like it's loud and it's kind of like almost like jazzy. And I don't know, it doesn't really fit with a lot of the actual music in the movie, but it feels like a little dated. But I didn't hate it. It was just it was a little discordant with the rest of the film. But like the actual like music that you see performed and like have like key points in the film is really good. So it's kind of interesting how that works. Because like it doesn't feel like this is the kind of music David King would listen to, but at the same time that's for the atmosphere of the film. And you know, the film is really good. I mean, great cinematography and like all the acting is really good. And like there is like a lot of like the way it twists and turns. I mean, this is kind of like a classic sort of story trope with, you know, the person being kidnapped. But there's some fun and there's like some comedy too with some of the bit characters. And like there's some of the lines that people say, especially like Spike Lee trying to be young, trying to show like through the kid and through that stuff that's happening, like the importance of the online culture, is a little cringy. But I think Spike Lee doesn't have a full handle on what's going on. But like he tries, like, you know, his character is Denzel Washington, you know, but like it's still. There's a lot to offer here. Like if you have Apple TV or other ways to watch it, I would recommend checking it out. I enjoyed it a lot. Like it wasn't like anything spectacular. Like I don't think it's my favorite from him, but I mean I enjoyed it. I'd probably give like an 8.25 out of 10. Like it's a good film. I would definitely recommend it. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.